Hi, and welcome to Visit Estes Parks Marketing Update. This is our update for April 2023, and I will get right into it and share my screen. A recap of one of the big events that we kicked off with 2023. I do want to note the picture on the left of Deputy Town Administrator Jason Damweber and his son, who participated in the polar plunge. Really fun to see that photo of them. Here are some shots from the event. It was a packed house. We had some coffin races and games, and it was nice to see some of our media in play. We had influencers that we invited to come and experience it. So all of that's available on our social channels. It was also neat to hear some of the feedback. Yes, there were some long lines, and we're going to work on that for sure. We're thinking maybe a VIP line for next year, but also more points of entry. And then also we'll work on the food as well to make sure that those lines don't get quite as long. So we heard that loud and clear. It's also fun to see longtime Netherlands attendees who had a great time in Estes Park. I liked this quote here. We both agree that the move from Netherlands to Estes is a quantum leap forward in the festival overall. Thank you. They actually were the last Ice Queen and Uncle Bredo. So that was neat. And then she actually won the Ice Queen again this year. So very cool. And then shout out to Jenna MacGregor. We loved this feedback from her and the Historic Park Theater. They had more than 250 people come by. They had a great turnout. We just love hearing this feedback. This is important as we make decisions on what we do. It is all to get people around in our community, experienced in our businesses, and everything that everyone has to offer. So thank you for those partners. Also, shout out to Elizabeth at Blue Door Inn. She said they were sold out. So that was really neat to see that. And I know that there were some other businesses and lodges that had a significant boost as well. And then the whole idea is to make it better for next year. So we want to hear feedback from anyone who would like to provide it. I know my team has been showing up and calling folks to try to get feedback because we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to listen and adjust and make next year even better. This is some great news here. So you see that we're still calculating, but it looks like the projected amount that we will be putting extra into the Workforce Housing and Childcare Fund will be around $30,000 for a first-year festival. I mean, I was happy if there was going to be a break-even moment. So to be able to contribute above and beyond the extension of the lodging tax, this is different. This is above and beyond that specifically from this festival. Really nice to see too that a lot of our other organizations and nonprofits in town were able to benefit. Huge shout out to the high school band. They ran the parking and they got to have some significant funds. So really great. And I just hope all of this extends and is greater for our community for next year. Here's some of the coverage. I threw up a QR code there for you if you want to read the article in full. If you don't have a subscription, email me. I'll send it to you if there's anybody that wants to see this. Thought Dallas did a great job of summing up everything. He did this like the day after the festival, so it was really fresh on everybody's mind. Great coverage in Westward too. What I love about this is that they were a little bit skeptical on whether we could pull it off. And then I love this headline. It says we went to the new Frozen Dead Guy days and it was hot. So great to see that. Here's another journalist that we hosted during the same time period. And he wrote an article about all of these different restaurants, 14 best places to eat. Now, I know people are going to be like, well, wait a minute. Why isn't this restaurant on here? Or why didn't mine get on here? Or that one's not good enough to be on there. People are very particular about their food. This is just this guy's opinion. But what's neat to see is that there's so many different options in there, right? And so this is another journalist that when he came to town, he experienced things other than Frozen Dead Guy days. So even though he did include that in his article, you see all of the different other places in town that he talked about too. So it's great to see Earthwood Artisans and Mountain Blown Glass on there and Wildside 4x4. So Kirk's Fly Shop. If you've been watching the news before Bigfoot days, you may have seen Claire and our resident celebrity Bigfoot on TV. It's so great to have Claire come back to us because she left town for a while to be a TV reporter and she's back and now we put her on TV again. what talent that we have on our staff. I'm so proud of them. Here's some social media highlights. So if you haven't seen our Instagram channel lately, go take a look so you can see the fun stuff that the marketing team is putting out there. They put a lot of time and effort into it to make it fun. And then as you can see, we get a lot of engagement. So 26,000 views on the Bigfoot reel, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here's another one that you want to take a picture of. This is a mini documentary that we put together talking about what went into the lodging tax extension. So Scott Moulton took this video to an event. It was a meeting of colleagues that he has across the state of Colorado. And it was interesting and great to hear some of their feedback on our approach and how we did that. But take a look. So I would encourage you, we're going to send this out. I believe a link will be in the newsletter as well, but please, it's like that happened. Like, it seems like so long ago, but it was actually really quick. It's just because Frozen Dead Guy days and now the season's starting back up that it's like, oh my gosh, we didn't even bask in the glory for that long. Like, yes, let's relive it. How our community came together for workforce housing and childcare. So please take a look at this documentary, mini documentary when you get a chance. So Visit Estes Park, we just put together our annual report. This goes over 2022. Anyone who wants access to this, we will provide it to you. It talks about our goals and whether we met them and all of the different projects that we worked on this past year. It's really important in the name of transparency to look back at our goals. Did we hit them? What are our key performance indicators or KPIs? And are we doing the things that we need to be doing to serve our community? So I encourage you to take a look at this if you'd like to. We also anticipate going to the town board and also the county commissioners and asking them if we can show up and provide some commentary. We also have a video that we'll be releasing very soon. So if you don't want to read the report, but you want to listen or watch, you'll be able to do that as well. On to some media. Pick up a copy of Travel and Leisure for the month of May, and you will see one of our ads. So this is an advertorial that we have put together. This is a concentration for the luxury audience. Of course, we love our budget and family friendly audiences. We choose different channels for different audiences to have the biggest effect. For Travel and Leisure, it happens to be the luxury audience, also family friendly, and for those that like to visit the outdoors. We do get some co-branded emails with them. So this is going to be our summer version, and we're excited for that to launch. We celebrated Earth Day. We've been putting out more sustainability content led by Rachel on staff. And so we wanted to make sure that you know that we're continuing to do that. If anybody has any ideas of content that we can cover, whether it's your business or things that you're working on, we want to know. As far as our community-driven activities, here's a list of all of the partners that we've been steadily working with over the month of April. There's so many ways that we want to make sure that we're supporting our community. We're really happy with the meeting at Solitude Cabins for Restoration Ranch and Valor Vacations. We think it's a really great way for our community to give back. So we've gone over that program in the past, but if you'd like for more information on that, please let us know. And then don't forget Isabella Bird. The big 150th anniversary is coming up this fall. And so we are very busy planning some fun activities. We're really excited that Bird and Jim has decided to cater the ball at the Stanley Hotel. There's so many events that are going to happen throughout town. If you want to get involved in this, it's not too late. Let me know, or somebody on my staff. We have a committee who's planning these things. We have a lot of stuff going on. So please join us. And then as far as extend the season, we're continuously looking for ways to build out our shoulder series, our shoulder seasons. Say that 5 times fast. And then, we're putting together a set of itineraries. So we're also going to release that to you as well. I'm sure you heard the news that bus staying is now elk staying. So as we look into our transportation efforts across town, we want to make sure that we're reporting to you what's happening and how we're supporting it. So also friendly reminder that if somebody gets a seat on elk staying, that means that they don't have to have a timed entry reservation for Rocky during the summer season. So that's great. We've also been working with Visit Denver. We sent some of our staff members there recently. They can be ambassadors for Estes Park. They don't have mountains. So if we can teach their staff about why we're so fabulous and why they should come visit, we hope that they'll pass that along to the folks that visit Denver as well. All right, you are invited to Estes experiences. So this is how we want to celebrate National Travel and Tourism Week. It's happening the week of May 6th to 14th. So depending on when you're watching this video, we want to invite you to experience lots of fun stuff around town. So this is for the workforce. And for locals, this is a workforce appreciation event. And then when the idea is when the week is over, you will have had all of these fun experiences around town that you are just like an automatic ambassador for our fabulous destination, which you already are. But here's a chance to take advantage of some discounts and some freebies. And then also, please come to our Workforce Appreciation Happy Hour. It's Tuesday, May 9th from 4 to 7 at the Bullpen, which have you seen their new bar yet? It looks amazing. Love going in there. Just a heads up too, that the Beyond program, that's the program that we've done with the chamber and the town, where we send people around town as much as possible. It's like whatever event is happening, then folks can submit offers. And so it was great to see that we had lots of offers active for March, 170, over 4,000 click-throughs. And then we listed some of the most popular ones. Capeditions had a dead guy tour, which people like to book. The Ridgeline Hotel had a good package. And then the Mustang Mountain Coaster also had a very popular $20 off. So that's cool to see. And then in the news, some of our partners, it's great to see that Fun City is going to be opening back up. It always is a good clue that the summer is upon us. And then Trends, I love how they will allow guests to round up when they check out. This is going to help benefit nonprofits around town, and they're going to pick a different nonprofit each month for the next 6 months. So please visit Trends, spend some money, and help our nonprofit community. Great to see Raven's Roost reopening at Riverside Plaza. That's great news there. And then welcoming 2 new businesses to town. We have Bandits Bikes, where you can rent bikes and buy them, and also Bear and the Bee. I can't wait to go check them out. A studio and a boutique. They're going to have art classes and events. So just great to add these businesses to our fabulous community. Just sharing some numbers from the visitor center and the guest count. So you see from March, we're still tracking kind of the same year to date, just a little margin of error there, but good to see people coming through the visitor center. Our community and sales team has received 17 leads. And so you see here how we calculate that to how many requested room nights. And then we use an equation to what that could be in economic value. Here I'm sharing with you our February and year-to-date total tax revenues. And remember now, we're not just reporting on our 2% for the local marketing district, which is there, but also to the 3.5% extra that was added after the lodging tax extension initiative passed. And that all goes directly to town for workforce housing and childcare. So sharing those numbers with you. Here are our February year-to-date lodging tax revenues as well. I will say that there is a remitter or a large remitter that we do not have funds from yet. So we're tracking a little bit down, hoping that'll close the gap once those funds come in. Here you see a graph. The pink line is 2023. So we see what our season typically looks like and why we still look at those points to hopefully boost the shoulder seasons. We're looking at key data here. This is short-term rental data. We're studying this to help with forecasting and projections, also showing you occupancy here. Now, there's a lot. Anybody who's a data nerd can go deep into this. And if anybody has any questions about this as well, we can go through that. And what I really hope is that we can get these numbers for our lodging community as well. It'd be really nice to look at average daily rate, known as ADR, occupancy for our lodging community. So we are going to, I think, start an initiative. We've been talking about this for a long time to see if our lodging partners would be willing to share their information so that we can help forecast. So like if you're looking at this blue line here, that's looking at forecasted occupancy, and you see that for May, June, July, August. Now, people are going to book. So booking window is far out. But if we know that there's a certain little, spell where it looks like it's going lower than it should, we could reallocate marketing dollars based on that forecasting. So see how that could be a really great tool for our lodging industry. And I really hope that we can get our lodgers together to report similar information. And that's it for today. So thank you so much for your time and your talents. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day and that you join us for Estes Experiences, and hope you are doing well and hope to talk to you soon. Take care.